Good morning, fellow option traders. This is Jeff, and welcome to the daily scan for Tuesday, August 6th, 2013. All right, scheduled announcements for today. International trade could have a significant impact on the market, or not. You just never know. And that's about it as far as higher impact announcements are concerned. We'll jump over here and take a look at what happened in Asia. Kind of mixed a little bit, although pretty good moves for all the indexes, but still nothing really telling over there. And in Europe, pretty much everything is up a tad. The FTSE, yeah, it's just flat, basically. Only 6 points out of 6,600.01% is meaningless. So, looking sort of flat to slightly positive in Europe for today. Let's go to our futures here, and we're looking pretty much the same way, pretty much flat as far as that goes. And gold, interestingly enough, is below 13,000 or 1,300. Hasn't been there for a while recently. Let's take a look at a chart here, and it is a little bit of a concern because we have this ETF up here. We're just like trickling down here. It has not been a good recent run for gold after topping out here around 1350 and then just hitting that ceiling and just coming down, and it's now below the 50 MA, which is not a good thing. So it's going to be sucking this line down even more than it has been before. So that's not a good thing for the iron condor that we have on gold. We'll take a look at crude. Here is up above 106, almost to 107, and that is an indicator that there's some sort of supply issue going on. And it's been running up recently as opposed to gold, which has been heading down. So here's our weekly chart on crude oil, light sweet crude. And on the weekly chart, it has been an upward trend since April, mid-April, late April. So something to keep an eye on there. And that's about it as far as that review is concerned. We'll take a look at our account. Okay, so what happened yesterday on Goldman Sachs? I bought back that short, and I'm going to just watch it for a day or two to see what happens. And I'll show you here on the Analyze tab what I did. So I'm sitting here right now at about a $1,400 loss. So what I did was I actually showed this one right here for the 165 strike. That's where I bought it back. This is what I paid for, or this is what I collected for a credit, and this is what I paid to buy it back. So this line now here is accurate. So our break even now here is here at 174.41 for this trade. So can we hit it? Oops. 174.41. Let's take a look here. Here's our break even up here. Theoretically, if I held on to this until expiration, it probably wouldn't be too much of a problem for it to come up here, or at least help me recover some of my loss. Maybe falling somewhere along this line up here, 171, even just a little bit above 170 would be helpful. So we're going to be keeping an eye on that. And just to let you know that that it did trigger, my alert did trigger on this, and I took a pass on a bull put trade on it, simply because even though it did look pretty nice, I took a pass on it because I didn't want to give any more back on this particular underlying, so I took a pass on that. V, or Visa, I did get in on that one after the alert triggered, and I did an August bull put here at 180. The 175 was not giving me anything as far as credit is concerned. It didn't meet my requirements. I did not want to go out to September or any other weekly August expirations. So I chose that strike right here at 180. It's a little bit risky, but you know, if your indicators are telling you that it's moving up, then you should be confident enough to be able to hold out on this for at least a week and maybe the entire time period up until expiration. I looked at the money. I was considering that, but I wasn't getting my 1-to-1 risk-reward ratio with an at-the-money strike. So I picked the next, what effectively turned out to be the next strike down. So when I looked at a 185, I was not getting, I was looking to get 250 credit and 250 in risk. Wasn't giving it to me. Alright, what else? Yesterday, IWM, my IWM trade. Okay, so here's what happened yesterday, and why this daily IWM may not exactly work out. So what I did was I entered into a I had a 104.5 and a 104 bull put on this, and then I did a 105, 104.5, and what happened was I ended up buying back my short while there was still quite a bit of value left in it when I did this trade, because I went short the 105 and then I went long the 104, so I ended up buying that one back. So this strategy may not work, because now we're looking at, you know, like $1 profit here. So it's not, it doesn't seem to be working out okay. So I have to rethink this a little bit and see what we can do to prevent a snafu like that. I did it and I wasn't even thinking about it. And then when after the trade executed, I go back here and I go, oh, what the heck? So that's the risk of piling on and just shifting up one strike. You end up buying back your short. So anyway, I have to rethink that, and that's why you do this live instead of through any other sort of trading, and you can see what actually happens and what kind of dorky moves that the guru does when he's trading. Well, I don't feel too bad, because even Tom Sosnoff makes mistakes. Okay, and that is it for the review for yesterday. Make sure I covered everything. Yeah, okay. That takes care of everything. Alright, let's jump over here to the A+ list and see what's happening out there. Apple is continuing its march up, even though I heard some news yesterday that government or somebody wants to monitor what Apple is doing. And you know, what I heard was that they haven't made enough political contributions to any one side, so now they want to check them out. So Big Brother's watching you, Apple. You better look out. Anyway, there's no entry opportunities here, no pullbacks to get in on. And I just don't have time until the grandkids go back to school to be able to think about doing anything other than just waiting for these pullbacks. And I got to stick to one methodology here. Amazon. We still have our alert, and the alert is no longer valid. I am taking it out. And it's starting to look a little choppy in here anyway. Baidu. Okay, it had a red candle for yesterday. Well, that's good, because maybe now it's going to come down here and give us a hook that we can get in on. So let's just wait for that one to develop. This is interesting. Now this line here turned red because this reading here is actually a tad below zero, I would have to say. So the line turned red. So that's the MACD short term, and we just got also a rollover on the moving average. That's interesting. Is it running out of gas? Sure does appear to be, doesn't it? Huh. Had a nice run. Celgene. The question on Baidu, of course, is will it pick back up again? Alright, Celgene, we're getting a nice move down into our target area. Momentum is leaving, which is good. So everything's pointing towards a possible entry soon on Celgene, and we're okay with %K coming down below the 45 and then hooking back up on this particular one because it did it back here. So we're okay with that. Alright, CF Industries. Yeah, a little taste of reality here, coming back down. I had a struggle yesterday. Didn't really end up anywhere. And what do we got here? We have earnings coming up. Not touching that one. Chipotle. We'll just keep an eye on it. Keep an eye on it. Chipotle's giving us a move. That's good. I like this. I like this a lot. We might do a slightly different longer term trade on this particular stock to get us down here. For instance, if we were to just take a quick look here at Chipotle, if we were to take a September and we pick something around the 20 delta, we're looking at this 390, and we wanted to do a vertical, we get 90 cents out of that, and our short strike ends up at 390, which is down here, which is right around, if it wanted to come back and fill this gap between here and here, that's about where it would end up. So that might be the possibility there on Chipotle, but it's not ripe yet. Gold, we're a little concerned about that. We have a short here at 122. So we're going to have to keep an eye on that. It's only got a week and a half left in it. We'll see how it works out. Google. We're looking, our target area is down here. Just a new upward trend here, and momentum coming back in. We're just looking to see if we can get a stochastic move down here, %K below 45 or below 20. Not ready for prime time yet. Goldman, we already looked at that. Kind of beat that one to death. Still though in an uptrend. We're just hoping that it's going to continue up today. And we can't really tell anything here. For a midpoint, we're about at the last, so nothing new there. LinkedIn, we had an alert set on this yesterday. Let's see if we can get back down here with this iron condor. Well, they really blew away their earnings, didn't they? Wow. I may have to do something about that today, but no other new entries there. MasterCard, very much like Visa in a way, but no entries coming up here. We might be looking for something to move down here, and I'll throw a target in there and see if we get it. Okay. Netflix. Still wiggling around here. Had a very nice move yesterday. Looking pretty good. What do we see here out in September for Netflix with a delta around 20? We see one at 230, and that gives us a $1.20 credit. That's not too bad. Down here at 230, that could be a good thing for September, but we'd be a little bit late getting into this trade. Would have been better here, although this would have taken nerves of steel to get in at this time, because our confirmations were all looking pretty bad at that time. So we'll just wait for that one. Priceline. I was going to think about doing an earnings play in here. And actually, we have earnings 2 days away, and if we were to do, let's see here. What if we were to do calendar? Let me see here. Let me think about this today. And if you folks want to think about it, let me know. Or maybe some calendars down here. What's our move? $47. Market maker move is $47. So 930. And what are we out here at 10%? That's about $40 at the 10% line here. So you could do calendars out here, looking for that volatility collapse. And if we did that, we're at 71, so if we take 30, take about 30 out of that one, out of the AUG2, and that's if price stays here. That would be a nice play. But if you picked them out down here, say at the 120 or 1020 and 835, that might be a different story. Let me take a look at that and I'll report back tomorrow. All right, Panera. Okay, here we are. We're just coming up into our target area very nicely. And we'll wait to see if we get a hook and then look for that confirmation. Tesla, they have earnings coming up as well. Might be also a candidate. What's going on here? We have a market maker move of $15. That's not very much. And what's 10%? 44, that's almost $15. So we're looking at, it could be to 130 or it could go to 159. That's these 10%ers, these hash marks here. So that's interesting. And last but not least is Visa, that I did this August bull put on off of this hook here. And we have MACD moving up, and no confirmation on the weekly. Well, we will see how that one plays out. So that's it for today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day and happy trading.